I feel like a big old dum-dum because I have been talking for the last 5 minutes and I didn't press the record button, so nothing was being recorded. Hello everybody and welcome to Pignet. My name is Jessie. If you're not familiar with my channel, nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. Take a seat while I explain this video to you because this video is not what I had intended it to be. This video is about when things don't go the way you think they would. I had these big plans for today's video. I was going to do another Pokemon video, and I originally was thinking I'm probably not going to do another Pokemon video for a long time. But I was like, that original one is doing so well, it's getting so much feedback, and everybody's really liking it. A lot of people were actually saying which Pokemon was their favorite and which one is their favorite in general, and I really liked that. I'm loving reading all of the comments. And I was like, I'm going to do something special. I'm going to do screenshots of people's comments saying which Pokemon is their favorite, and I'm going to pick a few of them and draw them. And then maybe that person would find the video and be like, whoa, that was my comment, I did that, oh my goodness. So I had these big plans, and Justin had the computer all evening because we've been working on this animation job, and so basically we have to share our one computer in the evenings, so that's been kind of rough, but I didn't have access to the computer in the evening, so I was going to make some hot cider, light a candle, put in a movie that I've watched a million times so I don't have to necessarily watch, and draw some Pokemon. I was gonna do 12, and over 2 hours later I had only done 8, and I wasn't really happy with most of them. So at that point I think I did like 2 more and then I stopped, and I was like, it was one of those things when you've done some that you weren't happy with, it's not like I can just pass over it because they're all together, so you'd see it anyways. So I did the first one and I thought that one turned out fine, and then I did the second one and that one turned out fine, and then I did the third one and that one turned out fine, and then the fourth one is not as good. Then it just started getting worse and worse, and one of my problems is that I don't have a lot of Copic markers. So a lot of people were very confused in my previous Pokemon video. Why is Snorlax so green? And that is because I only have 2 shades of dark blue, and one is a very vibrant blue that's way too vibrant for Snorlax, and then the second one is way too dark. So I was like, how can I tone down this blue? And in a lot of the reference photos I was looking at, he actually was more of like a teal. He wasn't just a straight up blue. So I was like, I'm just gonna put a little bit of yellow over him and see how that goes. And it pushed a little too far to green, big deal. I fixed it in Photoshop because that's what Photoshop is for. So I was like having issues with my marker colors with the characters I had chosen, and I guess I should have thought about that ahead of time. I think I kind of thought about that, but I didn't think hard enough, obviously, because some of them just started getting more and more. I decided to scratch it all together. I just was having trouble this time. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. So sorry. So then I decided I'm just gonna do a regular sketch because I'm just so frustrated right now. And I know that if you are a creative person, you might understand that once you start getting in that funk, it's like a downward spiral of doom. Sometimes you just have to do something mindless. So I decided for this drawing that I was just going to do just a drawing of a guy sitting on a stack of books, and I kind of just wanted it to be loose and sketchy and sloppy and just show you guys what I sometimes do in sketchbooks. Like there's not a lot of thought that goes into it. I just kind of throw some ink down and just see what happens. And if you'll notice, when I use my sketch pencils, I go from like, ooh, friends, who's my friend, it's my husband. When I use my sketch pencils, I go from like 0 to like death grip in a matter of seconds. So if you're someone that sketches and you're like, how do you not go too dark with the sketch pencils? I don't know the answer because I do it too, so at least you're not alone. I also want to mention I'm talking on my new blue microphone that I bought. I'm hoping maybe I sound a little clearer, hopefully, maybe a little. Either way, it's a lot easier to record voiceovers in general, so I'm glad that I purchased it. It wasn't very expensive. It was my gift to myself when I got, what was it? I think it was 500 subscribers or 100. I don't even remember what I was supposed to be celebrating at that time. So I apologize to anybody who was hoping for another Pokemon video. I'm not sure. I can't tell you if I'm like if and when I'm gonna do another one. You know, that I don't know. I have no response for that. Yeah, and I was also feeling a little stressed out because I've actually had a lot of freelance stuff coming in right now, and it's like I'm currently not even looking for it, and that's why it's flooding in. If you want to attract something to you, just try to avoid it at all costs, and I promise you it'll just start falling into your lap and you won't even know what to do with it. So that's what's happening right now with me with freelance work. I'm glad, that's cool, but it's bad because, you know, YouTube is like, it doesn't make any money or anything, but this is what I kind of want to do right now. This is what I want to spend my time with, is giving you guys some videos. But that's pretty much it for my explanation. I'm sorry. It was a rough night in general. I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm hoping to go to bed nice and early tonight and get, you know, catch up on some of that. So, also, a couple of times I had jumped ahead in this video, and you'll notice, you'll be like, oh my god, those books just magically appeared. And that's because either the lighting just completely washed out, or I realized my thumb was totally blocking the camera, so I'm sorry about that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like these types of videos, go ahead and give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week. What are you doing? Why are you making that face? Looney. She looks like she's dead. Wow, she's alive!